Everyone knew Lucille Ball as the brilliant redhead who built Desi Studios and shaped television with I Love Lucy. But power gave her something else, a front-row seat to behavior the public never saw. Before she died, she exposed 7 actresses she said were truly evil. Not in movies, but in real life. Some were Hollywood icons worshipped worldwide. Some were her co-stars. And every one of them left Lucy with a story darker than the last. The woman who made America laugh was, privately, the moral judge of Hollywood. And she never forgave cruelty towards the powerless. Stay with us as we reveal the 6 women Lucille Ball could not forgive. Hit that subscribe button now and let's dissect the true darkness behind the golden age of cinema. We begin with the actresses whose behavior was a cold, calculated performance of cruelty. Joan Crawford, the ice queen who performed humanity. Lucille Ball met many difficult actresses in her life, but no one shook her more than Joan Crawford. The public saw Crawford as a glamorous legend, but Lucy saw a woman who hid genuine cruelty behind diamonds and perfect posture. The turning point came in 1971 during Crawford's guest appearance on Here's Lucy. Crawford arrived demanding absolute control. The studio be kept exactly at 68 degrees, her chair angled precisely, and the lighting adjusted specifically for her bone structure. Lucille didn't object. But the true test came next. A young wardrobe assistant, only 22, brought Crawford a dress with a barely visible wrinkle. Crawford didn't correct the mistake. She destroyed the girl. Witnesses heard her hiss, "You're a useless little nothing. Toilets would be lucky to have you." The girl fled in tears. Crawford then demanded she be fired on the spot. Lucille refused, and that refusal marked the start of her private hatred. The moment the red light turned off, Crawford froze again like a mannequin. Lucille later whispered, "I've worked with department store mannequins who felt more human." To Lucille, Crawford wasn't just cold. She was performing humanity, not living it. Bette Davis, the talent who cut people for sport. Everyone admired Bette Davis's talent, except Lucille Ball, who once asked privately, "Why does she enjoy hurting people so much?" The hostility was immediate, sharp, and unforgettable. Their worst encounter happened at an industry dinner in the mid-1960s. Lucille was only a few tables away when Davis began tearing into a young waiter who had mistakenly brought the wrong wine. The room fell silent as Davis snarled, "Do you even know how to read a label, or is that beyond you?" The boy apologized repeatedly, but Bette continued, savoring the humiliation like a performance. Lucille watched, stunned. Crawford was cold, but Bette enjoyed inflicting the wound. To Lucille, that was unforgivable. She respected talent relentlessly, but she despised anyone who used power to crush people trying to survive in the same industry. She once said, "Greatness should protect people, not break them." Audience debate. In Lucille's eyes, which behavior was worse? Joan Crawford's cold, calculated intent to fire a young assistant, or Bette Davis's public, gleeful enjoyment of humiliating a low-paid waiter? Judy Garland, the beautiful chaos that burned the stage down. Lucille Ball couldn't forgive Judy Garland, not because of hatred, but with a hard, exhausted disappointment. Judy's darkness came from somewhere softer, but her chaos swallowed everyone around her. Lucille admired her soul, but she also witnessed the wreckage Garland left behind. Lucille once told a friend, "Judy was magic, but magic that burned the stage down." One memory stayed with her forever. Garland arrived for a TV shoot 9 hours late, delivered 30 perfect minutes, and then declared she was too tired to continue and left. The next morning, 3 crew members were fired because the production was now over budget. Lucille's anger came from workplace scars. Watching Garland waste her gift, while innocent people paid the price, felt unforgivable. Talent doesn't excuse destruction, and with Judy, someone always got destroyed. Ava Gardner, savage behind the skin. What kind of woman can make Lucille Ball say she enjoyed the hurt she caused? That woman was Ava Gardner. Ava had something sharper, something Lucille considered far more dangerous: beauty with a taste for cruelty. Lucille saw it up close one afternoon in the mid-1960s at an MGM fitting. A young assistant nervously presented Ava with a dress. Ava spotted a tiny spot, stared at the girl, and said slowly, "Don't bother fixing it. You can't fix incompetence with more incompetence." Lucille felt her chest tighten. This wasn't diva behavior. This was pleasure in domination. Ava didn't make mistakes. She made victims. At an industry party, Ava smirked and said loudly, "Oh, the washed-up clown. She's still working?" The cruelty was sharpened like a blade. Lucille believed if Ava hadn't been beautiful, no one would have tolerated who she really was. Zsa Zsa Gabor, the dangerous fraud. The moment Zsa Zsa Gabor's name came up, Lucille Ball didn't sigh. She laughed. Lucille didn't fear Zsa Zsa. She hated the fraudulence. To Lucille, Zsa Zsa was a walking performance, a woman who weaponized charm while treating people like disposable props. Lucille's disgust began at a charity event in the late 1960s. Zsa Zsa snapped at a volunteer, "I don't sit with peasants." The worst moment came minutes later when a young volunteer accidentally brushed Zsa Zsa's coat. Zsa Zsa whispered, "Sweetheart, you touch my coat again, and I'll make sure you never work an event in this town again." She delivered it with a sweet smile, like she was offering a compliment. To Lucille, fake kindness was worse than open cruelty. A fake person could disarm people. A fake person could fool the world. Audience debate. Was Judy Garland's self-destructive chaos, which cost innocent people their jobs, morally worse than Ava Gardner's intentional public cruelty to assert dominance? The unnamed CBS executive. The ultimate power move. The final person on Lucille's private list was an unnamed high-ranking CBS executive, reportedly one of Desi's closest friends. This was not about love. This was about leverage. After enduring years of Desi's public infidelities, Lucille allegedly had what one source called a revenge affair with this executive. A secretary claimed, after years of humiliation, she needed something to level the playing field. Choosing someone so close to Desi was her way of saying, "I can play this game too." The most telling detail, Desi knew. He started to accuse her, and she looked at him and mentioned the executive's name. Desi went white as a sheet and never brought it up again. Following this, Lucille suddenly started getting everything she wanted from CBS: budget increases, creative control, schedule preferences. The executive remained a close business associate of both Lucy and Desi. The affair wasn't about passion, it was about power. It was the first step toward her eventually taking full control of Desi after their divorce. Audience debate. In the ruthless world of Hollywood, which kind of evil is the most dangerous? Zsa Zsa Gabor's smiling fraudulence, or Lucille's calculated, quiet act of betrayal to gain power? Lucille Ball took most of these secrets to her grave when she passed away on April 26, 1989. She found moments of connection outside her troubled marriage, seeking what Hollywood often denied women: respect, control, and the right to define her own legacy. In the end, it doesn't matter if these women were truly evil. What matters is the moral judgment of the woman who built an empire. Lucille Ball. The survivor set her own rules. Talent doesn't excuse destruction, and cruelty against the powerless is unforgivable. If you enjoyed this glimpse behind the Hollywood curtain, hit subscribe for more revelations about the golden age of cinema.